What's up guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to recreate the production for Charlie Puth's unreleased song Left and Right. Now if you follow him on TikTok, I'm sure you know of this song and this song is going to come up very soon. But I have listened to the song and I wanted to not only make a type beat on it, but also make a video showing you how you can recreate the production for yourself. It is so simple, it's a very easy production, so for even someone who is more of a beginner to production, this is a Charlie Puth song that you can replicate yourself, especially in Logic Pro X, which is what we're using today. So this isn't exactly the same as instrumental, but when you listen to it, you'll know it's almost exactly the same production. So let's quickly play it, and this is what we are striving for today. Again, it's very simple, so I'm just going to quickly run through how I did it so you can then do this for yourself. So the first thing that we wanted to get down was the muted guitar. So the song starts with the muted guitar. As you see, I use MIDI. I've used Contact for this, the electric vintage, and I've got two layers to this muted guitar because I wanted it to sound really strong. So we have the road trip custom setting for the electric vintage session guitarist, and we got it onto muted chords. Now there's two layers to this muted guitar because I really wanted it to be really nice and thick. So I've just literally got the muted doing the D chord, and it's literally just stabbing, and on top then we've got a more melodic muted pattern playing around the D chord, I believe. I don't know if it's the exact same in Charlie Puth's song, but when I was making the type beat, I wanted something similar. So I put them together. The whole point of this is then you have emphasis on that D. So like it's a recurring note in the song, and it's much like the same as in the Charlie Puth version, which I've heard online. Now, one more thing that I've done for the guitar is the development later on. So like you get a little bit more atmospheric towards the end and more layered. So I've added in another guitar, and this one isn't muted, it's just open. And again, it's the road trip, but I've added my favorite, I call it the ROM, I don't even know it's called the ROM, but a nice airy reverb. Very long one as well, actually. I think this is like 4.8 seconds with some phase modulated effect, and you get this. Now this isn't in the Charlie Puth production, but this creates a similar feel. Now, one of the main parts of the song is the kick and snare, and to get the desired kick sound, I've had to layer a few. So I've got a couple of different kicks here, which I've extracted and used from Splice. So this is the kick. And as you can hear, it's literally a very simple kick drum beat, nothing fancy to it at all. This is the first layer, which we've just got a slight boost in the low end because I wanted this to carry the sort of more low end and the bass of the kick. And then I brought this kick in for the high end. So it's a really good technique to blend kicks together because then you can really get the sound that you're going for. So yeah, I wanted a nice crisp but also bass heavy kick drum. I know I've done that by blending too. And then we add the snare, which again, like, it's so simple. So simple to do. And again, I've layered two snares for this. So the first snare. And the second snare. As you see, this one's covering more of the high end. But when I put the two together, you don't want it to be too bright, so I've actually done quite an aggressive high cut on this snare. If I take off, this is what the snare sounded like before. But I just rolled off the top end because I wanted to sound a little bit more low to mid, because that's what it sounded like in the Charlie Puth production. And I've actually added end verb for that nice, snappy, quick, cutting out reverb. Sort of more I describe as like a very 80s style triggered reverb. Just using Mverb, and that is a Logic stock plugin. So yeah, we put that all together. We've got so far. It almost sounds like we've got the production sorted already. Let's have a listen. And then with that, we just add a hi-hat. Again, simple, very simple, very crazy drum kit to make. It's Rock Beat 1, I believe. Now, the next thing to do to really make this production start to sound better, we've added in some crashes and sweeps to help build for the chorus. Again, these are crashes extracted and reversed. It's very good to reverse crashes. For those of you who don't know how to reverse crashes, so this is what it sounds like if you reverse it. It's really cool. And what you do for Logic users, click on the audio file, go to File, Functions, and hit Reverse, and it will flip the audio file around. So I've got two different crashes here and a reverse crash. Again, this isn't something that's exclusively in a Charlie Puth song, but I want to add it in to add a little bit more to the chorus. And we've also got an open hi-hat thrown in at the end of every bar. Now, one of the last two things to add is you can hear in the chorus of the Charlie Puth Left and Right song, there is a string, sort of like sounds like a pad or either synth strings. So for this, I've just gone into Omnisphere. You could do this with any violin, even in Logic, Omnisphere, and I've specifically used the Hollywood string section, and I'm literally just holding down a D. And that's what Charlie Puth did in Left and Right, so I've implemented it in here. I've tried to turn the velocity down so you don't sort of hear that stamp at the start, and it's sort of more just gliding like a pad. Yeah, pretty much. And then the last thing that I've added for the chorus is just I put some bass in, very simple low end, just playing a sort of melody that matches the muted guitar. And I put the sustain on, makes it sound a lot more real. And this is a Logic stock bass. I love this. I use this in so many productions just because it's got a really nice low end. As you see, I've cut a lot of the high end off for this. So all together, the last thing I've added in is just some toms, which you'll hear coming right now. You will not, because I muted it. You will hear them coming right now. Just to help stamp the end of a little section. So yeah, put it all together, and that is how you create Left and Right by Charlie Puth, the instrumental. So simple. So yeah guys, if you have any more questions or anything done in this video, please as always leave a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button. That is the best way to support the channel. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Keep making music, and I will see you in the next video.